So on today's video, I want to be sharing with you this experience of raising this chicken feeder. Hello friends, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Before you start watching this video, do me a favor, subscribe in this channel so that you don't miss out on my other videos. So on today's video, I want to be sharing with you this experience of raising this chicken feeder. As you can see, these are some important of raising this chicken feeder. First of all, whenever you raise this your chicken feeder that you are seeing right here, it makes it very easy for you to feed your chicken. So this chicken that you are seeing right here, before the time I was keeping their feeder on the ground, so I know what I'm supposed to do, but I just ignored it. It was because of ignorance that I didn't do it. So now I've raised the chicken feeder, as you can see. So the chicken, as you can see, they are feeding on it quiet, all right. So before the time I was keeping it on the ground, it was very difficult before you share the feed and drop the feeder on the ground, because by that time this chicken will always, like, sometimes you will even keep the feeder on top of the chicken and you won't even know. So, and all of them will just gather in the feeder and be bragging the feed. Before you know it, you might even lose your bed along the way, because you won't even know, because all of them will crowd one place and be feeding. Before you finish sharing other places, maybe they have killed one or two chicken, which you won't even know. So but raising it up like this will make it easier. You just raise it like this when you are feeding them, and when you are done putting the feed, you just leave it and it will hang that way. So that is the number one benefit of raising the chicken feeder, as you can see right here. The second one is, this method helps to make sure that this chicken don't split their feed on the ground. Like, these chicken are fond of, the time I was keeping this on the ground, these chicken were fond of, whenever they want to feed, they always split the feed on the ground. Like, they will be using their mouth to split the feed on the ground, and after everything it will mix up with the chicken menu, which at the end they will end up eating 95% of the feed instead of 100% of the feed. So this method will help in a way that by that time they will be trying to pick up the feed inside their feeder by stretching themselves. They won't have that enough time to split the feed on the ground. So that is another advantages of hanging this their feeder this way. The third advantages of hanging this their feeder this way is, you know, whenever these chicken are playing with the sawdust usually come up. If they are playing with the sawdust, they usually come up and it will be entering inside their feeder, which is not advisable, because after they are done eating those chicken menu with the feed, it can cause coccidiosis, which is not advisable. So always make sure that you hang this feeder this way, so that even when they are playing with the sawdust, they will not end up pouring the sawdust inside this chicken feeder. And another thing I'm trying to figure out is how I will manage this drinker, so that I will know if I will be able to hang it or any other method I can use, so that they will not be pouring this sawdust in their water. So that is another thing I want to figure out, like this their feeder now, so that whenever they are playing with the sawdust, it will not be entering inside their water. So the fourth advantage is, this my chicken now, they are using this their feeder as patches. As you can see, this particular chicken, it have climbed up, here on the feeder. So definitely whenever it climbs up there, that their foot, they always have this chicken, their poop. They usually have their poop on their foot, and they will be pouring it inside their feed whenever they climb on top. So but because this thing can swing, as you can see, it can swing, so they will have lesser chance of staying on top of that feeder, because I have their patches here where they can rest whenever they want to rest. So instead of them resting on this their feeder, let them rest on their patches. At least it will be more comfortable for them. So that they will have lesser chance of pooping inside their chicken feeder, because whenever they climb on top of the feeder, they will be pooping inside the feeder, which is not advisable, because at the end they might end up eating both their poop and their feed, which is not good to their health. So that is another benefit of hanging this feeder like this, as I did mine. before before how I usually do this is, after I'm done giving them feed, I usually hang this their feeder. I usually rest the feeder on the wall, on these walls that you are seeing right here. I usually hang it so that they will not be able to fly and poop inside their feeder. But now I won't do that again, because I've hung the feeder, which even if they fly on top of the feeder, before two or three fly on top of the feeder, it will start to swing. As you can see, this feeder is swinging. It will start to swing like this, and they won't feel comfortable, so they will fly away from the feeder and then go to the patches and roast there. So that is another advantages of this hanging of this feeder. So at least I'm now to enjoy, instead of every time I'll be finding a way to clean their chicken feeder or hang them or that kind of stuff. At least I've seen an alternative, and this makes feeding them easier, more easier, and like it has many advantages though. Until you try it, then you will see the advantages I'm talking about. Thank you for watching this video once more. My name is Collins Booker, and this is Booker's Farm. You are always welcome. You can subscribe here in this my YouTube channel, which subscription is free. Just click the subscribe button and you subscribe to this my channel, so that you don't miss out on my video whenever I upload the video. I have more videos coming, so subscribe. Subscription is free. You don't pay a dime for subscribing. Just subscribe and come back to watch my other videos. I have more videos coming up. Thank you and remain blessed. Don't forget to tell me where you are watching from in the comment section.